Hi, I'm Emperor Tiberius Storm from the Empire of Calypso, and we are driving out to one of our properties here, one of the Imperial family properties. With me, I have Liliana Storm, I have Sheriff and Bandit. They're all part of the family here. So this property we've had for some time, and we've never done an actual like an official declaration with a flag and all of that. So we're going to put our flag on the property and declare it today. But I wanted to take this time while Liliana drives to just go over some things within the Empire. We've been pretty busy with Christmas, with the holidays. Myself, I've been working on a video that has taken me quite a bit of time. First of all, I'm not very good at it. I haven't done any of these types of videos in so long, and I don't have a professional studio set up anymore. I was a musician, so I had a studio set up where I could do all the audio, and it was all great. I understood it, but so this video is taking me quite a bit of time. It's going to be on climate change, and I should have that out in a week or so. So look for that. But I also want to take some time and go over the website that is finally up. It's still under construction, but it's basic, so anything that I miss in these videos, you can still get an idea of what Calypso stands for. We're kind of an activist nation. I don't know that we're constantly going to be standing outside with banners and flags saying Black Lives Matter or save animals or save the planet or any of that. We do some of that, but we also work on some of the pollution and climate change issues firsthand, where we go out into the community and gather trash and bring it to the dump. We save animals. We try to fund as much as we can for spaying or fixing any stray animals, cost of meds, things of that nature. So there's a lot that we do. Anyway, back to the website. So I just put a kind of a contact form, a citizen application form. Anybody interested in wanting to join can do so. It's self-explanatory. There are some age requirements. We're not as strict as some of the other micronations, but we don't just accept anybody either. I would like you all to know that we accept animals as citizens. We believe they are equal rights beings, and so they deserve the same things that we have, the same rights. We are about, what, 20 minutes from the property, maybe? And we will pick this up again as we get closer. Well, I lied to you all, and I'm very sorry, but we're not much closer to the property. Sheriff reminded me that we should all be good to animals. It's kind of a common sense thing anyway, but if you have pets, we call them companions. Sheriff and Bandit are our companions. We are their guardians or their wardens. They are wards of us. She wanted to remind everybody that if you have a doggy companion, to walk them regularly and give them lots of treats. Make sure they have food and water and play with them. Sheriff and Bandit love to run around playing catch with their ballies. Sheriff walks around with stuffed toys, stuffed dogs that talk, or they used to, until she chews the talking thing out of them. She likes to do that a lot. So we have like 50 babies that don't talk anymore, but she carries them around. They're her babies. It's her maternal instinct. Bandit loves to go to the park and play catch and run around. So they're sisters, but they're very different. And anyway, the point is that animals feel. They really feel a lot. These are such loving animals, and they're our babies. And so we're certainly proponents of animal rights and taking care of them. And Sheriff just wanted me to remind you guys. Here's something I'd like to add, and it's pretty important, that citizenship, to become a citizen of the Empire of Calypso, is a small fee. It's such a small fee for people to get involved and be a citizen. But during the application process, when you fill out the form, there are a few options for you in the drop down. And that's pertinent because we'd like to know how you would like to help and what your preferences are. I don't specify that, at least on the application in the form, that any money that you donate or pay as a fee, a tax to be a citizen, where it goes to. But any funds we allocate under one of the 4 or 5 headings that are there, like animal rights, we don't keep any of that money. The empire, the family, none of that money goes to us. We don't make anything off of citizens or donations. We actually lay out quite a bit of our own money. So anyway, let's say you want to get involved with animals. Well, I don't expect everyone to spay a cat or donate $100 or, I mean, if you can, great. But most people, when they join the empire, it's a $10 fee at this point in time for 1 year. And that $10 goes to anything under animal rights that is a major concern at the time or a need that we need to fill. We may have a couple of animals that we're holding, that we're bringing back and forth for medications or for whatever medical reasons. They may need to be fixed or spayed, and we may not be able to keep these animals. We may have to release them back into the wild. We would like to find a home for every dog and cat at least, but some birds, turtles, certain animals, if they can legally have a home within the 50 United States or Britain or whatever, if we have to ship animals, we may do that as well. But so money could go for any of those things. If you choose to help with minority affairs, and basically any monies raised go toward people that need help with maybe money for food or anything you can think of, food, clothing, help the homeless, but it may also go toward college grants or anything like that, depending on how much we accrue. Obviously, we want to help people in the most need first. So it's important for people to know that that money is going to go for a cause, and it's 100% toward a cause. It is not to put money in our pockets or pay for things for the empire. The Empress and myself foot the bill for a lot of that. We're not taking that money to buy land. If anything, I believe that most people don't want to move far away from where they are with family and friends to move into one of my properties. Great, we can call it a property under the umbrella Empire of Calypso, but the reality is most people already have jobs, they already have lives, so if they can help in another way, then that's what we'd like for them to do, and it's beneficial for them too. I think most people should try to help others, even if minimally. The dogs are panting. We've got the air on, but they're very excited to get to the property. They love to run the full length and width of the property. It is mostly wooded. I wanted to mention this too, that we bought this to build on and to use for people, but we thought that with some of the restrictions that this county in Florida in the United States places on the property, that it wouldn't be a fully functional property for the needs or the wants that we have as a micronation. I thought of farming the property. We could do some of that, but it's fairly heavily wooded, and I don't want to take down trees because that actually goes against what we believe in with climate change, trying to, and squirrels and the lives on the property being disrupted. I thought of also using the property just to do some minor clearing in the middle of it and use it for our national pastime. We have a wiffle ball team. We are the Calypso Blowholes, and we compete. So far we're undefeated. Now, while it's true that we played Sam's Bar and we beat them because they were pretty slogged, we did convincingly beat the 2 7-year-olds up the street. So we are undefeated at this point. But anyway, I don't think we're going to convert this into a wiffle ball field, a ballpark, just because, again, the amount of work and having to clear so much takes away from animals' potential to live. So, we're almost at the property. We're on the property.
We're on the property.
This is our flag with Calypso. I don't remember if I showed this yet.
Okay.
It's fairly wooded, but I, the Emperor of Calypso, Emperor Tiberius Storm, hereby declare this property independent of the United States of America, and I plant this flag in regard to that statement. This land will now be known as a property within Calypso, and Liliana and I have decided to call it Citrus because we're based in Central Florida. This property is bordered by the United States, state of Florida, on all four sides. Hey Bandit, say hi. Jared, say hi. Say hi. Want to go for a walk? Want to walk around a little bit? You want to walk? Where you going, Bandit? Bandit. You going this way? Okay. This is the area here. I thought about opening up a bit for a wiffle ball field so we don't have to play at local parks. And I only have to take down some minor trees, small pieces. But, and that would give us enough, but I'm not sure if I want to or not. Hi, Liliana.
Hi.
I will ask for this help. When it does come to land, I would like to do something, and I don't have the means to purchase a large enough piece of property that's agricultural that we could put livestock on. But rather than see animals be slaughtered once their useful life is over in human eyes, such as dairy cows at the age of 3 or 4 or 5 when they can't walk anymore, I'd like to purchase those cows from the dairy farms and let these animals live out their days on some acreage. And the same goes for, and I don't want to go into all of the reasons, but for cattle that are used for feed or whatever, there are certain animals that are essentially tossed away, and I'd like to be able to save some. I won't be able to save them all, but if anybody has agricultural land in Central Florida or anywhere that they could oversee and allow us to help in this way, that would be so beneficial. It would mean so much.